Like dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Ladies, gentlemen, it's Noisy Face. That's me. And on a day out, I decided I was going to go see the Barbie movie before it left theaters. And we like to play a little game. Uncle Pookie, your certified platinum paladin, and I. And the game is where you pick a number between 1 and whatever, usually 4 or 5. And whatever number you get is your trailer. Whether that be a movie you want to go see or it relates to your life, however that works out. And I picked number 2. And let me just tell you how satisfied with this trailer I was. Trailer number 2 just happened to be for the new Willy Wonka. Where Willy Wonka, goes to pursue his dreams of making beautiful, wonderful candy. But it's not going to be easy. Because not only will he have to endure dancing and singing from Hugh Grant Oompa Loompa, but he'll have to face the most terrorizing enemies of all.
They've all been crushed by the Chocolate Cartel.
That's right, the infamous Chocolate Cartel. So hearing this, I thought, what better time to pull out my mini chocolate bars, have a snack, and, introduce them.
Come with me, and you'll meet the dreaded Chocolate Cartel.
It's common knowledge that every cartel has a boss, and the boss of this particular cartel is old Von Baron Hershey. He's been around so long, he's been there since the invention of shoving chocolate into a bar. And although we all know his bar's not the best, it's kind of lackluster as far as chocolate bars go. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Von Baron Hershey will give all the orders, but sometimes he gets a little bit out of line. He needs a yes man, but he also needs a little bit of direction because he's getting a little senile, which makes him a little bit weird. Now, oddly enough, when creating a mob boss, you can ask yourself, what would a corrupt Superman, i.e. Clark Kent, look like? Because 90% of the time, you would be correct in assuming that he would look like this. Gotta give him this old suit, see? Now, he doesn't talk like that. He's actually really old, so he's just like, I told you to find the Wonka. I did go ahead and give him 2 looks. Sometimes he wears a hat, a snazzy fedora, and sometimes he does not. It depends on the day. He's a very dapper man for a formal affair. He has all of his suits custom tailored. This one I made from the bedspreads of my rivals. I like to remind them that I own everything they once had. The tilted down fedora, so it's very noir-esque here. Von Baron Hershey doesn't really do sports. He just likes to sit on the sidelines and make bets. But he also likes to be like, in my day, we shoed the horses' hooves with chocolate hooves. And that made them run faster in the rain. Have you ever been to a chocolate shoe horse race, Charlie? Because I bet you haven't. He's like talking to the infant version of Charlie. This just occurred to me that if Wonka's like a teen in this movie, why would Charlie be there? I don't know. No one knows how my brain works, okay? 100% has to sleep in a fancy Hugh Hef robe. I prefer a nightcap. And every old man on the planet owns these slippers. Party, he gets a little Yakuza style here, always, rocking the rings. I don't know the difference between the My Wedding Store rings and the werewolf rings. I'm assuming they're like a design of some sort, but they're so tiny that I can't see them. Baron von Hershey does enjoy a good swim, but, he's not allowed in the water anymore, not since the chocolate incident of 2029. Which is in the future, ironically. This is what he swims in, and they're like, everyone's like, no one make fun of the boss. He'll come after yous if you make fun of the boss. Just let him over there in his floaties. I went with kind of a black and gray color scheme for this man. I don't know why, but I try to think of like, what would a savvy crime lord wear? So here, like, it's summer, and for some reason, the theme of these outfits became the Chuck Taylors. I don't know why. I don't know exactly what time era. 2029 is the answer to that, apparently, in my brain. It's like the dystopian future of Wonka. I definitely think this is what a corrupt businessman, chocolate man maker wears when it is cold outside. I mean, he looks good. He looks like he's cozy, but he also looks like he's got somewhere important to be. He would order a Uber Black, and he wouldn't even care that it costs like $20 more. Now, I decided to go with Deviance and give him the public enemy. He wants to become a criminal. He obviously wants to run the cartel. He's evil, he's self assured, and he's self absorbed. When it comes to his musical taste, he loves that blues music. Let me just tell you, likes to jam to that. Does not like electronica. It's too many bells and whistles. Too pop music. Hates the Tay Tay. I'm so sorry, Tay Tay, but this man he cannot come to your concerts at all. Likes rascals because he does employ a team of rascals. He'll challenge you to a great game of bowling. And I'm wondering now if this is the only character that I went in and did this for, because now I'm thinking, is he the only one that I picked like he likes to do certain things? Because he sits and plays his piano in the dark like a creepy creeper. So there you have it. There's Baron von Hershey. He will be available for downloading in the gallery under Noisy Face Gallery, the gallery where you find the Chocolate Cartel. Next up are the Kitten Cat twins, and originally I was going to make them like identical twins, but then I had this thought that one is a teen and one is not a teen. One's a young adult. So one's a little bit older than the other, but they are the exact same sim that I went ahead and made just a little subtle changes to. Kid is your older brother. He's your stereotypical, like, he would be whoever in The Outsiders, Patrick Swayze. He wants his family to be successful. He's jealous. He doesn't like when his older brother, like, gets praise from the other cartel members. He's very mean, but he's also very loyal. He loves the jazz, the liquor and the jazz. Cat is the younger brother, and what I was trying to think about this, if he'd probably be the Dally or the Pony Boy of the group, but he seems more like the Dally to me, where he's ready to get in a fight, he's eager, he's gonna rush in, he's gonna throw punches before thinking, and because of that, he, like, gets hurt, he, like, breaks a leg or something, and then his brother's like, no, my brother, I want to get him out of this life of crime, but I can't because this is what's best for us, and he'll never have another chance, and if he joins Wonka, the cartel will surely take him down. He's a bro, but he's also really goofy, which, like, irritates his brother to no end. He likes blues, but he's a well-versed sim. He also likes classical. I don't know what that has to do with being well-versed, but, he likes the new age. He likes the disco, loves the tween pop. He doesn't like sims that get into arguments or sims that are egotistical, which is really funny because he's part of the cartel. He's heavily family motivated, like, he thinks he wants to be independent from his brother and he can handle all these missions, but in reality, he can't. And he walks like this. Sim walks are actually very important to me. I do set up the sim walks very often, and then I forget that I do it, and then my sim gets in the world and they walk, especially when they have the creepy creeper walk. It's so entertaining to me. So now we get into the customization of the older brother, where I went ahead and just kind of tweaked his facial features just a bit. I wanted him to have like this, like, he could be your best friend, but also if you saw him on the street and he was like swinging a baseball bat into somebody's back, you'd be like, maybe don't mess with that guy. Love this hair that I end up picking for him. Like, look at him. He's just a gentle soul, but he's like beat up enough dudes that it's worn him down. Again, with the younger brother, I tried to, make a little bit of a change in his appearance. Was deciding if I wanted to do scars. I thought, maybe let's give him braces. And when I was making this video, I thought, oh, surely braces won't be around at that time period. But we just put Chuck Taylors on, so sky was the limit there. I do go ahead and give him some facial details here, which I really like. You know how when you just make a sim that is ridiculously attractive and then you're like, dang, boy. Kid is he's more polished. He's more into the crime syndicate than his younger brother. So, he's going to wear this white suit. And then he's all like, you got blood on my suit. I hope you know that's $500. If you don't have $500 in your pocket, I'm going to have to ration your chocolate. I imagine he goes out, shoots a few hoops every now and then, on the basketball court. Gotta have the custom chucks. He would go spend all his money on clothes. He would have the more accessories of the two. Now I wanted to give him a watch, definitely, because he's number one, he can't be late for meetings. But number two, he's gonna be like, you got 2 seconds to change my mind. I think this came with the grunge kit, and I'm all about it. I was like, what? Because what I try to do for that kind of look is, what looks most like the Flavor Flav clock. It's the chains on chains. It's the Nomura necklace accessory. This guy's pretty cash when he sleeps. Just, wears some sweatpants and some socks and calls it good. I was thinking, after the fact that I made them, that I should have given these two tattoos, matching tattoos, but I did not think of it until I had already created them. Look, it took me 3 hours to make 8 Sims, okay? He's going to the party, not intending to pick up ladies, but he does pick up a lady, and they fall in love, but he can't show his love to her fully because he's part of the cartel. He says, just take care of my brother, and then she feeds his brother imported chocolate, and then they have to kill her because she imported the chocolate, and then it's a whole starts their sibling rift. I did give him 2 outfits as well, going ahead and adding on the fedoras. Sometimes he wears this as an accessory and sometimes he doesn't. And then swimwear can be, really just super basic. Wanted him to have a very streetwear feel. You would just see him walking down the street like this outside when it's hot. But everybody knows his name. Everybody stay away from Kit. Or maybe you don't stay away from him. Maybe he's the hitman, but you try to get on his good side. You'd be like, no, remember that time I gave you blueberry pie, Kit? We were cool. And he's like, you know what wasn't in that blueberry pie? And then he cracks all his knuckles and he's like, chocolate. New outfit from Horse Ranch. I do like it. It's very Leon, Resident Evil 4. That could just be the bomber jacket in me, but He's very dapper man. He's very handsome. Now this sim, Cat is too handsome for his own good. He would definitely flirt with all the ladies. He'd have 50 million girlfriends. I did put him in the Cloud Strife outfit because I thought he'd show up ready to beat someone down, and his brother'd be like, what, Cat, what are you wearing? And he'd be like, bro, I look cool. Look at that. You see anybody else wearing a gauntlet on their arm? I don't know why he's Chris Tucker all of a sudden, but he's voiced by Chris Tucker. Actually, you know who would be a really good cast for this guy? It's this guy who does the voice of Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse. And then his brother can be played by the guy from Bridgerton, the Duke. I really wanted to give him an earring, but what sucks is it would only go on one ear, and that ear was the ear covered by hair, so he did not get an earring. He did get some kick-ass bomber shades, though. Suit is going to be very similar to the boss's suit. He likes the shiny, likes to have fun. Keeps it pretty casual for the sports. Again, I don't know what kind of sports these people are playing, other than, these two definitely have to chase people down in dark alleyways. The solid white chucks are a moment for me. It is a decision that I 100% support. Oh, I should have given him the one glove. Why didn't I do that? Likes to be cozy when he sleeps. Definitely has a mountain of blankets, and his brother's like, You aren't always gonna have those blankets, you know. And he'll be like, these are my blankets. Took them today when I was beating someone up for not having chocolate. Absolutely love this party shirt for him. It's a great choice. It really embodies everything that he represents. The purple hat. I was really torn because like he's not really wearing a purple shirt, so I did ultimately go with black, but I was kind of feeling the purple hat. This absolutely fine. Like this is totally what he swims in. His brother would make him wear the sunscreen though. He'd be like, "You're gonna burn outside if you don't put this on. The mom said you had to wear it, and rest her soul. Our mom is dead now. That's why you're here. When you were like 5, and she sent you to me, because she died of some malaria, future malaria." And now I don't want you to be part of the mob, but I gotta take care of you because I was secretly sending her money. And if Hershey finds out, then he'll break all 4 of our legs. You ever just watch one of my cast videos and go, damn, Noisy, you totally did not write a script or prepare for this at all. Because boy, I sure do. The John Lennon shades. Sometimes you ask yourself, when do I need John Lennon shades? And the answer is in this pivotal moment. Cold weather outfits. I don't really know what to say about this other than he needs the patented, noisy face beanie. So there you have it. There's Kit Bar and Cat Bar hanging out in the gallery. Part of the Chocolate Cartel. You can certainly download them if you would like to play with them in your game. That moves us on to Madame Blue. When I was saying on the way home, because Uncle Pookie, your Platinum Paladin, actually helped me with a lot of creation of these, is we just thought, we audibly laughed at the thought of a chocolate cartel. So we were like, well, what candy would be in it? And I said the blue M&M specifically. She's the femme fatale. She's a gold digger. She's always on the lookout for money. She's, flirting with everyone in the group. And Kit really doesn't like that for Cat, or whoever's the older one. Is it Cat? I don't remember now. Anyway, so we got home and we asked Alexa specifically what was the color of the sexy M&M, and the answer to that question is light blue. She wants to be a serial romantic. She is herself romantic. She's also very hot-headed and she's very materialistic. She loves the liquor and jazz. She loves that gossip. She dished that tea all damn day. I went with this color of skin because I felt like the bright blue was a little too blue for my liking. So she's kind of a grayish. These eyes are absolutely stunning. It took me a way longer time to pick her hair than I wanted because I was trying to decide like if I wanted bangs or if I didn't want bangs. I decided I did kind of want to be able to see her eyebrows. I almost went ahead and chose this one, but this one reminded me too much of like Nightmare Before Christmas. And I almost went with that one too because that's very vintage glamour, but again, it is 2029. So I went with this asymmetrical kind of bob cut look. I do really like that for her. You know me, I've got to change my Sims hair when there's a formal event. I went ahead and went with this braid, and that's when I decided like this Sim is probably played by Kat Dennings or Angelina Jolie. Like either would be a really good freaking choice for this. Okay, now here's the thing. The Sims. I don't even need an option to apply to all when I click a button. If I just make it like the hair. If I go into everyday outfit and I put a certain hair on, that hair is automatically on for every single outfit until I go in and change that. If you could do that for makeup, like whatever I put on for everyday, just copy it to all the looks, I would scream. I would be so happy. It's kind of defining her makeup look here, giving her a nice little blush to her cheek. And then deciding on a lip color. First I thought I wanted to go light, and then it didn't really fit the attitude of the Sim, so I kind of went with this lowered opacity makeup. She got a body yada yada. Damn it, I forgot that I installed the height things. I totally could have used that. I love to use that on my Sims because I think it is like the funniest thing. So I could have made like one of the brothers really tall and one of the brothers really short. And I probably would have opted for a really tall on her. I would have made the mob guy like regular height. But the one we're going to see later, the Granny Snickers, I did not name her that. I should have, but I would have adjusted her height so that she's really little. Decided to add a tattoo and some scars here because I think it's nice to have this kind of like battle worn thing that like she should be super sensitive about it, but she's not. She definitely has two looks. And when I picked this, I was realizing how much she looked like Angelina Jolie. And I was like, well, this kind of seems like something you'd see in Tomb Raider or Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Decided to go with the French tip nails. She's always going to be wearing jewelry, kind of styling things up. Because again, she, at her heart of hearts, she's a gold digger. Like maybe she has this moment of fragility in romance and you think that she's gonna change, but then she doesn't, because spoilers, she doesn't care to. A choker moment. I'm a sucker for a good choker. Alternate outfit, she's gotta live it up. Here, this kind of looks like Tifa. This is the like, I'll kick your ass if you tell me that I look hot. If you talk about my scar and tell me that my scars make me hotter, I will kick your ass. I will kick it into the next dimension, and then you can tell me if I look pretty from over there. Absolutely love this dress for formal wear. I think it suits her very nicely. Accessorizing, need a big ass ring on. Pearl necklace is always classy. This is the outfit out of all the outfits that was giving me a hardcore Angelina Jolie vibe. New custom content sneakers. Originally, I was going to go with my choice of sneakers that made it into all the Disney princesses' witches makeovers, which that also took a turn too, because they were all supposed to be witches, but then they really just look like modern versions of themselves. The leg warmers. This is just awesome. So she'll show up in the older brother kit. He'll be like, "What are you doing? Why are you wearing leg warmers? Those are from the 90s. And she'd be like, "Look, little man, I had these imported all the way from chocolate chip island." Oh yeah, just something you'd walk in and wake her up in the middle of the night. She'd be all cozy under her covers and you'd shake her, and then she'd get up and walk to the dresser just wearing this, and you'd have that like jaw drop moment, and they'd be like, "Did I interrupt something?" And she'd be like, "This is how I sleep. You have a problem with what I wear when I sleep?" You gotta throw the stockings on if you're gonna wear the garter belt. That's just a requirement. I love this glove moment, and I think I remember thinking when I was dressing her, like, I should go back and put on the gloves, and then I just didn't because I fail at everything. This is a good party outfit. She definitely looks like she's gonna go to the club, have a few drinks, listen to music. I see you at Speakeasy and you can buy me a glass of cognac. Got to use some of the new swim care fits here. I don't know why I just said swim care, but whatever pack this is. Super swimming super wear.
It's amazing. You are 100% wrong.
She's got to have the double outfit too, because sometimes she gets in the pool and swims, and then sometimes I'm not swimming today, I'm lounging. I'm working on my tan. Oh, my dear, I love your pale complexion, though. Look at this girl. This girl gives off the impression of, I'm too rich to talk to you. Love this shirt. I think this is with the new Grunge Revival kit. I'm not quite sure, but this is totally something I would have died to have in high school. Love that fit with the shorts. And then, I had to slap on my face kicker boots down there. My mother would call those clodhopper boots. Just so y'all know, that's how my mom rolls. And I wanted her to have kind of a cozy look, but also kind of a very sleek, streamlined look. Like, she could jump on a pair of skis at any moment, but she could also just she could build a snowman. Ridiculous boots, because when does a woman not need ridiculous winter boots. And for the second outfit here, we go ahead and put on a beanie. These beanies fit a little weird to me. I'm not sure why they're so high on the head, but it looks cute on her, so it's fine. Next up is Payday, and I know what you're thinking. Payday doesn't even have chocolate. That is indeed part of the shtick. Payday is a perfectionist, he's neat, and he's very unflirty. Loves the classical music, like would have that on whenever he's accounting. Because here's the thing with Payday. Payday so badly wants to be in the Chocolate Cartel, but he can't because he's actually allergic to chocolate. And no, I didn't give him lactose intolerant. It's just chocolate specifically that he can't have, okay? But he's there to do all the taxes because he's really good at math. And he also noticed that like money went missing under the table when the older brother stole it, and he was like, well, maybe I did the numbers wrong. This is a great role for like Michael Cera or Tom Holland. Has the goofy walk, absolutely. Now, I did take notes when I was coming up with all the characters, and I completely read my notes wrong. So I will have you know that he was not always intended to be the accountant. That was actually intended for Butterfinger, but the turn that took was honestly amazing, and we'll get there in a hot second. This would always also be like a really funny role for John Cena. Creamy beige is the inspiration. The inspiration for this outfit. And it's like, okay, so it's kind of like for how math is for me. Like, I'll do some math if I have to, or I'm in the mood for mathin', which is never a mood, but you know, but it's not like my first choice and I will avoid it. It's kind of the same thing, you know, with a Payday candy bars. Like every time I eat it, I think it's going to be better than it actually is going to be. And then I take a bite and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you. I remember order of operations. Payday absolutely does not do sports. So they'll be like, show up at the court tomorrow, Payday. There will be a race, and I need you there to organize bets, but I need you to blend into the crowd. And then he'll be like, no problem, boss. I'm got my sweatshirt. Is that what people wear to races in 2029? Payday is not hip enough to wear Chuck Taylors. He wears these. Wears these shoes. He also needs the patented sports beanie. The noisy face staple of the channel. I realized that at this point, I'd made like 3 outfits and I hadn't given him glasses. And I was like, look at these Harry Potter glasses. And then they were ridiculous colors, which made it even better. 100% has a matching pajama set. Yeah, you know he does. And bunny slippers. I really liked this shirt, but I don't like the colors that it comes in because, again, we're going for creamy beige. Oh, that's a real nice shirt vest you got there, Payday. Did you buy that from your mom? Actually, it was my grandpa's, and it's the only nice thing that I own, so I wore it to this party. Payday may or may not go swimming. I mean, if the boss is kind enough to give him a day off, he'll go. Put the glasses on him. Absolutely. These new custom content shirts, I really like them. They have a lot of good patterns on them, and I think it really helped to, you know, fit this character and just kind of the look that I was going for. So we end up going with this one that has little herons on it. Look at him. He's just like the clueless little man. He absolutely 100% wears Keens. My mother owns like 20 pairs of Keens because they're all different colors, and some of them they don't make anymore, and I'm not even making that up. Loaded in with this sweater. I'm 100% there for it. Love that little cozy fit. I would use the galoshes if the galoshes would go over the pants. Now the Ugg boots do, and I do end up putting those on. They clip a little bit, but I don't even care. Oh, I totes think I forgot his glasses in this outfit. Now, when this sim loaded in, when I was picking random sims, this sim popped in and I go, well, that's just Conan O'Brien. And I realized I had made a terrible, terrible mistake of mixing up who was Payday and who was Butterfinger. So I decided, well, Butterfinger is the yes man of the group. He's going to make all the public appearances because we can't send out a creepy, weird old man to do speeches for us. So he's like at every party and he gets into the swankiest affairs. And I really wanted to give him neighborhood confidant, but he's only going to give you advice that's going to be in his best nature. So I gave him mansion baron. I don't know why. It made sense to me. But he doesn't talk like Conan O'Brien. Like, this guy is so very British that he'll be like, well, I always buy a lady a drink. And two, if she would be so kind. Why, hello, Mr. Mayor. It's so good to see you. Needing a little extra chocolate today, are you? Oh, you've made a grave mistake of shoving me in the billiards hall. I'm going to slowly unbutton my buttons and roll up my cuffs, and then you know that I'm going to take a drink of my whiskey and punch you in the face, because I am a proper gentleman. Went ahead and gave him freckles, a mustache, and a monocle. He does wear the monocle when he swims, just in case you're wondering. He's going to be the one who always dresses very fancy. Like, you got to dress him like Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. Again, we can really wear like any fashion now that it's 2029. Well, yes, I do prefer to dress like a 1900s Englishman. Have you seen Willy Wonka? He has a ridiculous top hat, and that's absurd. What kind of secrets is he hiding under his top hat? It's chocolate propaganda, I tell you. We would not allow him into such a high society establishment. A gentleman does not need to carry an umbrella, but he does need tracksuits. This guy is probably like the most corrupt of the Chocolate Cartel. I am just saying. I didn't like the low Chuck Taylors, but these high ones just kind of remind me of like old boxing outfits in like, what was that, the 40s? I don't know. I'm nowhere good at time periods. I decided to change his eye color because the dark brown wasn't doing it for me, and so I went with more of a hazel. Absolutely walks like this. He's very confident. I liked this outfit for him to sleep in. He does not wear the bunny slippers, though. Not sure why his glasses were different for sleepwear, but okay. Apparently, I just didn't even fix that. Oh, but it's a party, old chap. This is what he wears when he beats the shit out of you at a pool table. Did you say that I could be part of a barbershop quartet? I have been working on my voice for quite a while. Going with one of the custom content shirts again here for our hot weather look. Great outfit here for that cold weather look. Absolutely wears the loafers. Now, another thing that I think EA needs to add so pivotally is the ability to turn a sim into an occult once they're in here. Because if you don't make a sim that's an occult by default, then unfortunately, what's going to happen is that there's not really a way to make them an occult until you get them in-game. Because for Grandma Snickers, I would have made her absolutely 100% Betty White. Like, just loaded in a Betty White and then changed up her style a little. Because here's the thing with Grandma Snickers. She's not herself when she's hungry. She's actually a monster. And she will eat all your furniture and rip all your things up. So it'll be like, oh, you wouldn't want me to send over Nana, now would you? Decided to go with this, like, okay, so you would see this grandma at like a bingo hall. Can I also just say that it's stupid that I have to choose between hearing aids or earrings? I can't have both, and that is dumb. Yep, there she is. She's ready for the bingo-in. Doesn't wear high heels anymore because she don't got the time for that. It's at this point that I decided that she should have two fits. Like, one should be, you look at you and you go, absolutely, that's a grandma. The other one should be like, hip grandma. See, like, look at this. This is just absolutely everything that you would need out of life. Very respectable formal wear here. You know, definitely you would look at this lady and be like, oh yeah, she's 100% a grandma. Gotta give her a watch as well. Like the exact same earrings. These are my best pair of earrings. They were given to me by Teddy Roosevelt the 9th because it's 2029. But then she's got her club fit. Her snakeskin club fit. That's the thing with Granny Snickers, really, is she's a loose cannon. You never know what she's gonna do. Sometimes she's gonna show up and she's gonna like give you snacks out of her purse. And then the next time she's gonna show up and she's gonna spike the punch at an event and get the mayor drunk, and then they'll be like, Granny Snicker's a liability. I had to beat up 20 guys because of her. You shut your mouth, boy. She's my grandma. And then there's this whole arc where she like goes up to Madame Blue, and Madame Blue's like, well, I curse the day that I left my homeland for chocolate empires. And then she'll be like, do you know what a curse is, my dear? And then she'll like, her werewolf eyes will get all werewolfy, and she'll be like, because I do. She does not exercise. She sits on the sideline and watches you knit and cheers like energetically. She might go power walking. That she might. This is the absolute, like, my mom owned so many sleepwear shirts like this, and I'm not saying that it's like an old lady grandma sleep shirt, but like it kind of is. It kind of is. Oddly enough, she would probably be the one to offer Willy Wonka the deal. She'd be like, oh, Mr. Wonka, just because I am the grandmother to the head of the Chocolate Cartel doesn't mean that I can't make a deal with you. You open your shop, but you only sell gobstoppers. You don't encroach upon our territory, and we shall not encroach upon yours. Give it a thought, Mr. Wonka. Oh, I don't go swimming anymore, dear. I do enjoy putting my feet in the pool, but that is about all I get up to. But then when she's a werewolf, she would totally like cannonball in the pool, and she'd be like, Granny's here! Custom content bucket hat, and it's absolutely adorable. His little heart on the front. And you know, hot weather. I did give her the little mom tattoo. I did forget about that. I like the sweater tied around the shirt, even though she's got a coat. Just be like, I don't think you'll need all those layers. It's not going to be that cold. Oh, but my dear, yeah, I remember the great winter of 2023 when it snowed 50 feet and no one could see past the mountains. Who then would take the chocolate? Surely you don't believe it was Santa Claus? And then the blue M&M would get all sad because she did actually believe that. So she'd just get like this look on her face like Santa Claus isn't real. And then she'd be like, oh my dear, but you did. But you did. And last but not least is Milky Way. And this is really, really where the dystopian timeline shift comes into play. Now, I have never before made an alien and cast, but this alien is absolutely fucking terrifying. Now, Milky Way, yes, is an alien, but more importantly is the mad scientist of the group. Has all the future technology, like even more advanced than whatever exists in 2029, and will rock your socks off with all the cool inventions that he makes. And that's, you know, Wonka is more like a Rube Goldberg machine of an inventor, where like shoes are dipped into vats of butterscotch to make butterscotch shoelaces or whatever. Like, why even, can I just talk about this right now? Why even is the Chocolate Cartel so worried about Willy fucking Wonka? First of all, he's not even known a lot for his chocolate. He's got like rivers of fudge that people swim in, and that's clearly contaminated. But he's got like 2 good chocolate bars. He's also got like soda and like gobstoppers and like gum. So he's not really cornering the market there in Chocolate Town. I don't enjoy that I cannot take off an alien's disguise. You know how a vampire, you can choose if they have dark form or not, and it could look the actual same as the way they look every day? Because I don't want to give this alien a disguise. I think that this alien just runs around the way that it is. Like, Milky Way does not hide their alien nougat center. When you're designing a mad scientist who's also an alien, you gotta ask yourself, does he look like Dr. Kirk from Dino Crisis? Because if he does, you're already winning. That's totally how this guy talks too, by the way. He's like, Yes, I am aware of Mr. Wonka's shoe technology. I shall build you something better and something grandeur, and everyone will love it. This is what I wear when I'm mad scientisting. Not this, because this is, I don't want to have this, but customs said that I need it. So I decided to give this person like a really weird complexion, and then I was thinking to myself, like, what would, like, you'd look at this person and you go, this person has made some fashion choices in their life, but also might be an alien. So first of all, it is the Wolverine sideburns. I almost went with the cat hair. I almost did, but then I thought, like, it's the majestic flower crown. Now, thankfully, I only have to pick this person one outfit, so I went ahead and picked them that one. So to be like, wasn't there some like alien just wearing that a second ago? Absolutely not. He didn't have these beautiful flowers, and then he'd get like the anime shut-on glow. Yes, how quaint. A theater event. With no 3D, no popcorn, no concessions, I suppose we shall sit here and just contemplate opera for hours. Some of us know that opera is culture. I mean, even aliens appreciate a good beanie. Sleepwear, I do like to leave them in this weird mech suit, but I choose the black one because that looks the most evil of evil. Now, that voice, ironically enough, is very hard to do the evil laughing because I always do it with a mwah, like a deep. So if you're here, you must also do that nasally. It's like, oh, you found the part for my death ray. How cute. It works even when it's not assembled. This for swimwear. I don't even need to explain why that's the swimwear this person wears. Oh, you're still judging people on your fashion here? Some of us just know that we look good in almost anything, don't we, Milky Way? I mean, sure. This is absolutely ridiculous with fashion. There you have it, the Chocolate Cartel in their entirety. If you download them, please, let me know. Hit me up in your comments. I'd love to know what shenanigans they get up to in your game. And that's going to end this video for today. Let me know what your opinions are of the new Wonka movie. Are you excited to see what it is? Is it kind of mid-tier for you? What do you think about the Chocolate Cartel? Did I leave anybody out? I will see you in the next cast video. Have a great night.